Hey guys, back again with another video. You guys already know what the title is, and I'm about to tell you guys this video is a little bit disturbing. So if you guys don't want to watch it, click out. But I'm gonna react to it, and I hope you guys like my reaction. 9 most disturbing and hurtful tweet post ever.
In 2014, a woman who called herself Felina became an online crusader fighting the drug cartels in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas. The cartels had declared a media blackout, so none of the major crimes in the area were being reported. As a result, people turned to social media to share information. Felina
Wow.
ran Valor por Tamaulipas, the most popular of these citizens' news organizations. She posted emergency phone numbers and encouraged people to speak out about crimes, and this caught the attention of the cartels. Felina began
Wow.
receiving threatening messages as the cartels worked to discover
I would
her
be
true
scared.
identity. On October 16th, a message was posted from Felina's Twitter account, Friends and Family. My real name is Maria del Rosario Fuentes Rubio. I am a physician. Today my life has come to an end. A few other tweets were published warning her friends not to make the same mistakes that she had made, and then a photo of Felina's body was posted. She had been shot by the cartel, who
Whoa.
were tweeting messages from her phone to scare her followers.
Guys, this is disturbing because this is pretty bad.
The father of a 2-year-old girl who died from meningitis B has accused the government of doing nothing to raise awareness of the disease. Neil Burdett's daughter Faye fought the disease for 11 days but died on Valentine's Day last year. When the family released heartbreaking photographs of Faye, more than 820,000 people signed a petition for a jab for all children. Her sad story has been widely shared on social media, including Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah,
Mr.
bro.
Burdett of Maidstone and his wife Jenny had to make the decision to turn off Faye's life support. The disease had led
Wow.
to sepsis, and they had
I can't imagine the pain they go through. They have to turn off life support. Like that's gonna be hard to do.
already signed forms consenting to amputations, but knew the sepsis had caused further damage. He said, her kidneys weren't working, and the list went on and on. She fought so hard. Turning off the machine was the hardest decision we have
Yeah,
ever had to make, but it
yeah.
was the
I
right
could
thing to do.
imagine how to
Since
do that.
September last year, a vaccine to protect against meningitis B has been available on the NHS for babies aged 2 months, followed by a second dose at 4 months and a booster at 12 months. Parents who wish to have older children vaccinated must pay privately, although a worldwide shortage of the vaccine Bexurso means stocks are very low. Mrs. Burdett has published photos of her daughter, including one of her in a hospital bed just before her demise. She said,
Wow.
this is
That
a photo
picture
of
is
Faye, 2 years old, who sadly lost her life to this dreadful disease. We campaign for change in her memory.
wow. This is pretty disturbing, guys. I don't even know if I could continue to
A
look at
man who
this.
apparently posted a troubling image of a passed out girl onto Twitter and made a sick rape joke enraging thousands online. Identified only as Rich Lonely Juan on social media, the Twitter user sparked a controversy at 1:09 a.m. on January 1st, 2014, when he posted a photograph of what seems to be a girl lying on her back covered in vomit and added that he and his brother were going to sexually assault her.
Wait,
The
what?
disturbing picture and shocking threat quickly traveled around the internet, and despite Rich Lonely One's insistence that the whole thing was a joke that got out of hand, authorities have confirmed that they will be conducting a thorough investigation.
Yeah.
In tweets immediately after his first, Rich Lonely One, whose identity has not been confirmed, even tried to insinuate that the girl had stopped breathing and no longer had a pulse, as he became inundated with concerned people asking whether this was actually occurring live on Twitter. the bad joker tried to claim some honor among thieves and questioned why he would ever turn himself in.
Wow. Wow.
In July 6, 2012, 16-year-old Skylar Neese disappeared from her West Virginia home. 6 months later, her friend Rachel Schoaf confessed that she and another friend, Sheila Eddy, had stabbed Neese to death and then left her body in the woods. While Neese was missing, Sheila Eddy remained active on Twitter, posting birthday messages to friends and tweeting about her everyday life. After Skylar's body was discovered, Sheila posted a photo collage of herself and Skylar with the caption, "Rest easy, Skylar. You'll always be my best friend."
Wait, what?
Rachel Schoaf told police she and Sheila had planned the crime in science class. They lured Skylar out into the woods and then planned to stab her on the count of 3. About 1 month before she was arrested, Sheila tweeted, "We really did go on 3. Rachel was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Sheila received a life sentence with the possibility of parole.
Whoa, those girls are wicked. Like, can you imagine having your friend, someone you thought is your friends, did this to you? Like, I'm gonna tell you guys, be aware, friends are not really friends. They could turn back and stab you in the back. Whoa, that one is like, whoa, your friend.
Scientists recently flooded Twitter with photos of dead and decaying animals, large and small, under the hashtag #BestCarcass. Nature is not kind, and sometimes life in the wild ends brutally. Mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and insects often succumb in gruesome scenes, many of which have been documented by scientists, who jumped at the opportunity to share their images on Twitter. The photos of these frequently bloody, disemboweled, and mummified remains aren't for everyone, but they offer a sobering reminder that any study of life on Earth must include confronting death.
Wow. Wow.
A morbid image apparently showing a man posing for a selfie with his dead girlfriend has gone viral. Even more disturbing is the caption stating the man in question had just stolen the body of his former lover, who is still in a partially unzipped body bag from a morgue. The image made all the expected appearances on Imgur, Reddit, and Twitter, where it clocked up an eye-watering 4,100 retweets and 2,200 favorites. However, the dead girlfriend in the picture turned out to be a high-quality prop, and the man in the photo a production assistant. His selfie was posted by his friend without his permission. The photographer told the news channel, "It was my friend who put this story online without my permission, and he also put the crazy title."
Wow. I can't imagine what these people family.
An Uber driver discovered her man had a side chick when she picked up a rider at the airport and drove the woman to her own boyfriend's apartment. A 24-year-old Twitter user named @Mixella told the whole story in a massive outburst of tweets that shared the entire ordeal. She claims that her boyfriend told her he was flying to New York to see his sick mother in the hospital and was going to be out of town. The user, now affectionately referred to as #UberBay, says that he had his luggage packed when she stayed over the night before. #UberBay then goes on to reveal that she drove her passenger right up to her boyfriend's apartment complex but still thought it was just a coincidence. The woman was texting her boyfriend and came up with the apartment number, and they started driving closer to his unit. Poor #UberBay then got the horrible shock that her boyfriend's car was parked right outside his apartment, not at the airport like it should have been. She goes on to add, "Girl, I was burning up inside when she said, 'I think this is right here, this is his car.'" #UberBay went on to explain that she and the other woman then got into a fight, and she ended up driving off with the side chick's luggage still in her car. Needless to say, she has since dumped her cheating boyfriend.
Yeah, you had to. He's no good. He's no good.
On August 20th, 2016, Zachary Penton tweeted, "I need to move out of my place before I viciously murder my roommates." The next day, He called 911 and confessed to killing his roommate, Daniel Garofalo. They had only been living together for about 2 months at the time of the incident. Claiming self-defense, Penton said he shot Garofalo after being threatened to move out of the house. It may have been self-defense, but a look through Penton's Twitter history shows an obvious obsession with guns. In June 2016, he wrote that buying a gun was easy. Just a few days before the shooting, he tweeted, "I need 2 boxes of 9mm stat." His tweets went viral after the murder, with many people
He
warning that
was
you should
already
always
planning
follow
this.
your roommates on Twitter.
He was already planning to kill his roommate. What? Why do we really
A
have
disturbing
wicked
image
people?
of a Jacksonville, Florida teen's lifeless body went viral on social media in 2015. Trevius Williams was fatally struck by a vehicle while crossing a street. Over the weekend, Williams reportedly left home to pick up a loaf of bread from a nearby convenience store. The bread was for his mother, Connie Cole, who was still at home recovering from a recent hip replacement surgery. However, the quick trip to the store took a turn for the worse when he began walking back home. As he crossed the street in front of the convenience store, he was fatally struck by a vehicle. While lying in a pool of blood after being hit, 19-year-old Keenan Mickle Slaughter, the driver of the vehicle that struck him, posted a photo of the 16-year-old's lifeless body to Twitter. Almost immediately after the photo was posted, it went viral. Later, Connie Cole's niece alerted her that the pictures of Trevius had reportedly been posted on Twitter by someone purporting to be the 19-year-old driver, who added the comment, "I just killed a man," and "RIP." The images were widely
Whoa.
circulated on social media along with the initial message.
It really have a lot of wicked people in this world, guys. How can you just run over someone? You didn't even call the cops. You take a picture and posted it. What? Oh man, this whole thing was disturbing. Every one of them was disturbing. Guys, I hope you guys like my reaction. If you guys do, give this video a thumbs up. This is her.